Japrince Show is filled with love. Japrince Show is filled with peace. So come and see what we have for your community.
Hey, welcome to the Japrince Show, and I'm your host, Japrince. Today we have on a guest. He is a singer, a songwriter, a musician, and a choir director, Mr. Durmond Glanton. How's it going?
What's up, man? How's everything?
Did I get your last name right?
Glanton, yeah.
Oh, right. I'm always messing up your last name.
It's all good, man.
So I want you to tell us just a little bit about you.
Well, I'm actually a church musician. I actually started out playing when I was 6 years old. I was a drummer.
Okay.
I was a drummer. I played out at a little country church out in Williamson, New York called Redeem, where, you know, my mom actually grew up as a child. It's been like a church in our family for years. And I started playing the drums, and, you know, then the pastor had passed away. Then we had actually ended up getting a new pastor, and his son, which is my best friend, actually was playing the organ. So we was kind of like a dynamic duo, and we were actually put in a situation where I had to start learning on my own how to play, play keys or whatever. So started playing the keys and just fell in love with it, man. Just fell in love with the keys. So I kind of actually put the sticks down, and as I started playing keys, guys started to deal with me as far as like voices and songs and songwriting and directing and things like that. And man, he just put it all together, and here we are today, man.
All right.
Yeah.
So now, the church that you grew up in, was that Church of God in Christ?
Yes, Redeem Church of God in Christ. Now it's Redeem Bethel Church of God in Christ. Actually, the first Church of God in Christ in history to merge two churches to become one.
What do you mean two churches?
Well, when Superintendent William Jones was the pastor of Redeem Church of God in Christ.
Okay.
And during that time, the current pastor of Redeem Bethel was pastoring Bethel Church of God in Christ in Rochester.
Okay.
And the connection between the two, the pastor of Bethel, which is Dr. Henry Pryor.
Okay.
He actually grew up under Superintendent Jones, who was the pastor at Redeem.
Okay.
So once Superintendent Jones passed away, it was kind of like a son returning home.
Okay.
So once, so once he returned home, the church that he was pastoring was like, nah, we're not gonna let you just leave us. We coming with you.
Oh, okay.
So he actually brought his church
to merge.
I mean, it's a real cool story, man.
It is.
It's a real cool story. So it was actually the first time in history of the church. The Church of God in Christ is over 100 years old. So first time in history of that, that two churches actually came together and made one church. That's why it's Redeemed Bethel.
Okay,
Church of God in Christ.
So
and they get it in out there.
They get it
in. They get it in out there.
Yeah, they just came to something, a live set.
Right.
That RCTV put on, right?
Yes.
So actually, I did hear them. Yeah. Sounds good. They be getting it in. Now, are you still there?
Actually, I'm still a member there. Pastor Pryor has allowed me to actually float and help other ministries out, as far as their music departments and everything, because we're not actually lacking in music out at Redeem Bethel. And with the gifts and the talents that God has given me as far as music, Pastor Pryor has allowed me to expand and go to other churches, to help out in their ministries that may be lacking in the musical area. So I've been doing that, for about a year now. And it's actually cool to be able to enhance ministries, or to be a help to ministries.
Yeah, because church politics as a whole is just kind of crazy.
Yeah, man.
But music does help grow a ministry.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand that or don't care to even accept that, really. But music helps grows a ministry.
I mean, you know, you gotta look, you gotta, you know, I mean, if we're gonna talk church, we might as well talk Bible.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I mean, you know, David actually played spirits out of people. So you know, music is important.
Definitely.
Because you never know what a person is actually going through before they come through the door.
And music set that tone, changes the atmosphere.
And be honest, you will be surprised to know the number of people that actually like a church because of the music. You know, because it's the music, the actual anointed music that draws them in. Then boom, once the word comes forth, it's a wrap.
Yeah, the word pricks the heart of man.
Yeah,
right, definitely.
It's a wrap. Yeah.
So, being that you grew up Church of God in Christ, got to be born in it.
Well, you know, that's what the song say. You know, you can't join in, you got to be born in. But you know, I was actually born in the Church of God in Christ. But I mean, you know, it's. I mean, you know, I really, you know, it's crazy because a lot of people, you know, they put a personality with the label. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And it's sometimes it's kind of frustrating. You know how some people say, you know, oh well, I'm missionary Baptist. Oh, that means you do this.
Right.
You know, oh, I'm Kojic. Oh, that means you do this. You speak in tongues. I fall out, roll on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, roll under the benches.
Right. But if you think about it, all churches are churches of God in Christ.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So I mean, you know, it's one faith, one baptism, one Lord.
Exactly.
So
you was able to just expand what God have given you, you know, and go forth. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, it was something honestly that I didn't think I could do.
Now, because you said that God blessed you to play, do you know all the scales and do you read sheet music and all that?
No, absolutely not. And this is why I know it's from God. You know,
Okay.
I don't know how to read one note of music.
Wow.
Not one note. And you know, and I really honestly don't know all my scales.
Okay.
You know what it is. I play what I hear. You know what I mean? And sometimes I can be sitting at a piano or organ and I could hear it and play it, you know, and get distracted and come back and be like, wait a minute, what was that I just did? You know, just forget it. So, you know, and you know, I really have to concentrate and to do it again. But, you know, that's why I actually just go with the flow with it, man. I'm not trying to be better than what I already am because I already know that it's him
came from the
that's actually giving it to me.
Right. Wow. Well, you guys have heard it, Mr. Durmond Glanton. We're going to be right back with our guest. Is that all right? Right back. Hey, this is Japrince from the Japrince Show, and I want to tell you all out there, if you want to check out the show in full, please go to www.japrinceshow.com. That's www.japrinceshow.com, and I'll see you then.